Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking This Week in Bonus LEGO News, where every Saturday I bring you the LEGO stories you need to know. There were huge reveals this week coming from LEGO Super Mario, Winter Village, and LEGO Ideas Stratocaster. Not to mention huge 2022 news from Harry Potter and Sonic. 34 LEGO Ideas projects in the review, Star Wars Terrifying Tales. And could this mean the return of LEGO Vikings? This video is brought to you by my LEGO Masters podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week we break down episode 11 in the Castle Theme Challenge with former contestants Mel and Corey. And you can listen to this episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or more using the links in the description below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up, the Star Wars Brickheads of The Mandalorian and the Child are 30% off. Next up from LEGO Super Mario, Bowser's Castle Boss Battle, as well as the LEGO Bonsai Tree are 20% off. From LEGO Ideas, the International Space Station is 19% off. From LEGO DC, the Batman Cowl, as well as LEGO City Passenger Train are 18% off. And from LEGO Video, the Party Llama and Unicorn DJ beatboxes are 50% off. And if you want to pick anything up and support the channel, you can find these deals and more in the description below. Next from LEGO Super Mario, we got the reveal of the Super Mario 64 question block with 2,064 pieces retailing for $170 starting on October 1st. The main build for the set looks like a quintessential question mark block, albeit not the one from Super Mario 64. And the size is quite significant at 7 inches by 7 inches by 7 inches. But of course, the cube can open up to reveal a Super Mario 64 micro build inside. And it's pretty cool how this works in a pop-up book-like mechanic. The builds here depict 4 classic settings from Super Mario 64. At the very top in the center, we've got Peach's Castle, which acts as like the hub world for the game. And you'll notice micro builds throughout of characters like Princess Peach, Mario with that printed piece, as well as Lakitu. The build for the castle looks really nice, and I especially love that printed piece for the mosaic of Princess Peach on the front. Plus, there's even another micro build for Yoshi on the roof. But what's really awesome is that the entire front of the castle lifts up to reveal the interior. And inside, they managed to recreate all the paintings that you jump into to get to the various levels. On the left-hand side, we've got the build for Cool Cool Mountain, which looks really nice with all of the slopes that you would slide down during the game. Plus, you can see the penguin and baby penguin perched on top. On the right-hand side, we've got Bob-omb Battlefield, which is the first level of the game. The designers really nailed the recreation of this level, and I love all the cannons, the Chain Chomp, and of course, King Bob-omb at the top. At the center on the bottom, we've got Lethal Lava Land, which is referred to as Lethal Lava Trouble in the description. Again, they did a nice job capturing the build here with Big Bully in the background, and I love this printed tile for the Bowser puzzle and Mr. I. Plus, rumors have it that there's another secret level hidden in this lower opening section at the bottom that they're keeping a secret. There are also action tiles throughout that LEGO Super Mario can interact with, and supposedly you can collect 10 stars along the levels. As a huge LEGO fan and a huge fan of Super Mario 64, this set is a nice way to celebrate the game's 25th anniversary. But of course, with the micro scale design and those brick-built figures, I could see a lot of fans really not liking this, as we all just really want some minifigure-based sets. But I don't know if that'll stop me from picking it up, and if you want to pick it up and support the channel when it comes out, there's a link in the description below. Next up this week, we have the reveal of 2 new holiday sets. First up, we've got this year's Winter Village set, Santa's Visit, with 1,445 pieces retailing for $100 starting on September 16th. The build depicts a nice wintry cottage in this light blue color scheme with snow all over the roof. And there's so many nice details on the exterior to really bring this one to life. I love the opalescent pieces for the lights and the golden bells on the outside, not to mention the unique recoloring of Wolverine's claws. There's a nice build for the exterior fence, mailbox, and trees. Plus, of course, plenty of brick-built gifts and this nice large Christmas tree, which actually features the light brick as it lights up. The chimney is also nicely detailed, and Santa can be dropped down, where he falls out of the fireplace into the living room. And as we look around the back, we can see that full interior of the house. The living room looks great with that armchair and of course the stockings above the fireplace. And above that, there's even a nice family portrait. On the left side, there's a full kitchen with a sink, stand mixer, and oven and range. And at the center, there's the dining area with tons of nicely detailed furniture. Finally, upstairs on the left side, there's the child's bedroom with brick-built furniture, some interesting space accents for decoration, and of course, her letter to Santa. The minifigures of the family are super cute, and I especially love the details of the child's pajamas as well as that new sugar cookie print. And we also have this awesome minifigure for Santa who has dual molded legs, which looks great. And if you want to pick up the set and support the channel when it comes out next month, there's a link in the description below. And speaking of Santa, after seeing initial photos last week, a foreign retailer has posted higher quality photos of the upcoming Santa Sleigh set. And while we don't have official details of piece count or price, it looks like it translates to around $65 US, so I have to imagine it might be $50. The build here for Santa's Sleigh looks really nice, and everyone's been most excited for that 4-pack of reindeer, which of course look especially nice with all the harnesses. The build for the sleigh is actually quite significant, and I love all of the gold embellishment. Plus, there's tons of items pouring out the back. And as we can see here, there's even a drawer to hold more things, a nice console display, as well as Santa with his nice list. And like I said in my last video, this one's going to be very popular, so as soon as this one goes live, you're going to want to buy it. Next from LEGO Ideas, we got the reveal of the Fender Stratocaster with 1,000 74 pieces, retailing for $100 on October 1st. This set was chosen by the review board from the Music to Our Ears contest, and this Fender Stratocaster is certainly an iconic design. And the build even comes with pieces to make it in red or in a black color scheme. The build definitely captures all the unique shaping of the Stratocaster, and it's kinda crazy with the small scale just how much they packed in here. There are printed pieces for the pickups and the fretboard, and these nice string elements, which connect to the top with opposable tuning pegs, and here we can see the printed Fender piece. And included is an all-new fabric piece for the strap. The other major build is the 65 Princeton Reverb amplifier, and the build for this one looks really nice with cords to connect to the guitar as well as to an effects pedal. The top can be lifted off to see the inner workings, and on the very back you can see it's hollow with more build inside. And finally, there's a nice build for the display stand so you can keep the Fender Stratocaster all propped up nicely on display. And that's where this set really shines as a display piece, as I could see a lot of people placing this in their home, and I think this one's pretty cool, so I'll probably pick it up. And if you want to pick up the set and support the channel when it comes out, there's a link in the description below. Next up, thanks to LEGO site TalkBricks, we've got tons of rumors coming out of LEGO Harry Potter, Creator, and the LEGO Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog set. First, for LEGO Harry Potter, there's 4 sets coming this January. The first 2 sets continue the line of Hogwarts Moments sets, which feature this book-like design with classrooms inside. The first class will be the Divination class, which will feature different fortune-telling objects like a crystal ball and teacups. The set will include Professor Trelawney, this time with standard legs, as well as Harry Potter and one of the Patil twins. And the other build will be for the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, featuring a blackboard with the 3 unforgivable curses. The professor included is Mad-Eye Moody, and will also include Neville Longbottom as well as Hermione Granger. The next set is an expansion to the Hogwarts sets we got this year, which is the Hospital Wing. The builds feature various beds and medical accessories, and the entire build can be bent on a hinge plate to be set up at an angle. This one can be combined with the other Hogwarts set, and it said the outer facade is meant to represent the clock tower. This set will include our first Madame Pomfrey, Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger. The final set is said to be the Hogwarts suitcase. With 603 parts, the set can open up like the one we got from Fantastic Beasts, and it creates lots of different scenes like the Sorting Hat, Welcome Party in the Great Hall, and different Hogwarts common rooms. And it seems like there's going to be a lot of decoration and customization options, which makes this one super interesting. Next, for LEGO Creator, there are 10 rumored sets, and while there's some really awesome ones to break down like that submarine, we have to talk about that Viking ship. As a huge fan of the LEGO Vikings line, this is really exciting news for fans. And it said the ship is large enough to feature 12 oars and 14 round shields, and it'll even feature a build for a sea serpent. If it's anything like the previous LEGO Creator pirate ship, I think this one could be a really fun set. And with Vikings on the way, it's clear that LEGO's using the Creator line to bring back some of our favorite classics like Pirates and Castle. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Next up for LEGO Ideas, the Sonic set is rumored to be coming out January 1st, and features some changes from the original submission. While the original build could be set up in angles, this one will be fully 2D. The build features palm trees, a bridge with floating rings, a loop, a spring, and a metal spike trap. While the original submission featured Eggman and the Egg Robot, this time we'll be getting him in the Eggmobile. And while the original submission featured lots of characters, it looks like we're going to be just getting Dr. Eggman, Crabmeat, and Sonic, which sadly means we won't be getting any of the additional characters like we saw in LEGO Dimensions. But on the whole, I'm still really excited about this one and can't wait to see the final design. Next up this week, we also got our first trailer for LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales. After crash landing, Poe and BB-8 find themselves in front of Darth Vader's abandoned castle, which is being turned into a luxury resort by Graballa the Hutt. And while he's there, they tell 3 terrifying tales of Star Wars lore. The first one we see features a young Ben Solo being introduced to Ren and the Knights of Ren, which is pretty cool because we didn't get to directly see this in the movies. It's definitely going to be interesting to see this birth of Kylo Ren, and I'm curious to see how he'll handle being haunted by the demons of his past. The next story features Madame Towsing and the Night Sisters, and the reemergence of Darth Maul, who looks pretty great in the trailer. And the final story is a bit of a what-if story, where Luke wishes to be a pilot and instead joins the Imperial Army. We get to see him being trained by Vader and even having more of an evil turn, which I think could be really interesting. Not to mention that there even seems to be some sort of zombie droid attack that's happening in the here and now. After seeing the trailer, I'm super excited to check out all the interesting stories, fun fan service, and of course classic LEGO humor. And you'll be able to watch it when it comes out on Disney Plus on October 1st. Next in LEGO Ideas news, there was a massive 34 projects to make it to the second 2021 LEGO review. These larger review rounds have been more common in the last year or so, and there's tons of great projects again. As always, there's a nice mix of both licensed projects and unlicensed projects, but when these rounds get so large and typically only one of them gets chosen, it just means that a lot of our favorites sadly just may not make it out of the review. And we've even seen many projects similar to these not make it in recent reviews. So as for which one's going to be chosen this time, it's really anyone's guess, and as always, we'll have to wait and see. The results for this this round of review will be coming early next year, but we'll find out sooner about the first 2020 round review this fall. And speaking of LEGO ideas, there was one project that snuck into the last round and one project that's for the next round that hit 10,000 supporters this week. Just making it into the last round, we've got the log cabin, and this one is a really highly detailed build, featuring a cabin surrounded by trees and a small river. The project's designer said they tried to pack in as much detail as possible, and it's incredibly clear to see. And I think this build would look really nice next to the LEGO Ideas treehouse, but it's got some stiff competition with the A-frame cabin that's also in this round of review. And the first in the next round is Land Ahoy, which is a unique build of a map that looks like it's going on the inside curve of a wave. While micro-scale builds aren't for everyone, this presentation certainly makes it quite unique, so I'm very curious to see how this one will do in the next round of review. And as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, folks. That was this week in bonus LEGO news, and this might have been the wildest week of reveals yet. And I think I'll probably be picking up the question block, Fender guitar, and the Santa sleigh set. Though Santa's visit is very tempting, not to mention all the exciting sets coming out next year, like the Harry Potter sets, that Viking ship, and of course Sonic. Which means if you weren't already starting to save your money, you better start now. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below, as it really helps the channel, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next Saturday with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to watch last week's video featuring LEGO Dark Knight, Mickey Mouse, Hoth Battle Packs, and so much more. And don't forget to subscribe.